Ah, here I am. Here we are. Yes! Another week.
It's the disrespect for me.
Disrespect.
What it means to me, come
Be prepared.
Do you want it? I don't want it. Because you're asking for it. You're dying for it.
What now?
Beating so drama, I can attest. Trading the girls that are penny press. Arms for what everyone can be. Sister girl, it's a birthday. He's for popping our PTSD. Regular my wire, carry me. And that just ain't no team.
Relax.
The D, the I, the S, the R, the E, the S, the E, the E, the C, you see, it ain't no T.
Welcome back to another week of the Disrespects. I am your host, White Chakra.
And I am your favorite Foxy Foret, your favorite HR hottie. You can't get to me but on the 14th floor because we are at work today for me. So it's Miss Diane. And I am on my lunch break because, as y'all admin girly pops know, we never have time to eat. So don't be all in my business. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, period. Yes, y'all. How was your week?
My week was interesting because last week, as you know, I launched my little business. Me and the little girly pops was talking about it. I told you guys to come find me. And I just kind of feel like, when you start something, it's like everything is all good. Not good, but it's like new. So it's fun. And even if it's annoying, it's still fun because it's invigorating and it's new. And like week 2, baby, is like the real work. The real work. Because it's still the same shit I was already doing. But this is what the girls mean when they mean consistency is really key. And it's not that I'm tired, but I'm just like, wow, like I have to do a lot of this. I feel a little overwhelmed, I think.
That first week, energy you had, you don't have it anymore, but you still have to do the same work every week.
Irregardless, the girls have to show up at the clock in because I'm definitely whoever Kim Kardashian was talking about right now.
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work.
Like I clearly don't want to get off my fucking ass and do the work this week.
Be nice.
I'm trying to find it. What's that? It take you that long?
It does.
It do. This week is that for me. It's taking me that long to find it this week for me. But I'm gonna find a girl. I'm trying. How about you? How has your week been, White?
My week has been this all over the place, much like my hair today.
Now we giving Joanne the scammer tease after a long day's work.
I'm here.
A long day of scamming.
Okay.
Yes, I have just been discombobulated. I have been stressed and anxious and depressed, just checking all of the boxes. So I don't know. I guess this week I just wanted to talk about it with y'all. I just really wanted to be transparent, show y'all the real me. Today we're gonna take off the wig. I'm gonna have my Hannah Montana moment. Not that you girls have never seen me without the wig, but
This is not. We did not talk about this in production. Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
girl.
Well, in this, I too will take off. Okay, just kidding, girl. Just kidding.
Please. Oh
I
my God.
too will take my tresses off.
Oh my God. But yes, I really wanted to just be transparent with y'all this week. Y'all know, outside of the podcast, I still have my 9 to 5. And if you didn't know, then yes, the girls still are clocking in for the man. So I just try to balance it all out. Y'all know that me and Diane, besides our street team, we do the brunt of the work around here at the Disrespect. So not that I'm ever gonna complain, because I love to do this. I love to give y'all the content that we put out. I find it like fun, and I love when y'all interact with us. It's just like it makes it worth it. But
Yes.
yeah, just trying to maintain like perfection. I feel like we are expected to be perfect when we are performing at these jobs. They give us like a goal and they tell you you get advancement and you can get like promotion, but when you really try to go for it, it's like you have to be like on 10. You can't mess up and they're watching your every move. So I don't know. It's just very stressful. It's very stressful to try to put on this like perfect mask and just perform while like internally I'm feeling like I can barely even do anything. Like I can barely eat. And I just feel like it just shows in my face sometimes when I look at people. Like the anxiousness that's inside of me. I feel like they could see it, they could sense it, and it makes me more anxious. So it's like a cycle.
Um, I definitely can relate. You know, I have always worked customer service related jobs, even when I went to the military. My job in the military was still customer related. And excuse me, I've said this when I was a waitress. Like I've said this when I was 17, 18. I started working when I was 15 in restaurants. And by the time I was a waitress, and really, teenage girls, we're so temperamental. We just going through shit. When I look back, I probably really wasn't going through a lot at the time. But it was then that I first noticed that nobody really gives a fuck how you feel and what's going on with you when you work a customer service related job. And this is not to say that like with any other job, you could just be who you want to be and like there's no like reservation that you have to have when it comes to your emotions or regulating them. But when you're in a customer service related job, you're expected to be like happy, chipper, most of the time open to help. It's a very inviting, but also high energy setting. And when you don't naturally feel like that, it can be very taxing and draining to try to perform at that level. And I feel like for any job, why especially doing a customer service job. And if you don't feel the energy at the time, like to me, happiness is the hardest thing to muster up, like to smile and be happy and make people feel warm or do what you're supposed to do. So it's a hard cross to carry
I
for
know.
sure.
I think I just naturally, thank God, radiate like good energy out because I feel like people receive me well overall, but I don't try to. So if somebody's asking me to hit a certain amount of goals as far as, oh, we need you to get this XYZ like amount of surveys like for us. Like I don't get good like reviews or anything because I try. I don't ask the person to go leave me a good review. When they tell me that it comes back every month, it just happens. Okay. This is just the natural thing. I think it should be like that. It should be genuine. If somebody goes out of their way, I feel like if I've ever asked somebody to or implied that I wanted a good review, I feel like they would say yes to my face, but never do it. But the people that won't even say anything to me, the people I don't even know knew my name, are the ones whose day I had made, and then we'll go write a good review about it, and it gets back. So it's just like these expectations that I feel like sometimes naturally good like workers might have a good reputation, and it's like you can't have an off day, because if you have an off day, it's a really big deal. Everybody's asking you what's wrong. If you're not smiling, if you're not, the people's person that you always are, then it's the end of the world. Versus, there's always that workplace slacker, like not even a slacker, but somebody who's just more easygoing, stay out of the way type, or they just might be known as the person that doesn't do much. They've already set that low bar. They can just maintain that forever. And it's like nobody blinks an eyelash. But when the person that everybody's looking at is having just a moment, like, I need a break.
Listen, I was a yeoman. Shout out to all my yeomans, which is administration. And so you're thinking that's cubicles, 8 to 10 people in a room. And there was days I come in like, girl, I'm a bubbly, it's a double-edged sword. Let me tell you that. On one hand, when you have a very open, inviting, good energy, sometimes people can think they're closer to you than they are. And I think this is what happened to me in the Navy, because it would be days that I just didn't feel like being funny. Like I didn't feel like being talkative. There wasn't anything wrong with me. I just wasn't in the mood, you know? And everybody in the office would be like, "Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Do you have an attitude, a habit? Are you having a bad day?" And it's like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. Where's that little, and why aren't you in uniform?" I feel like I was supposed to creep out and creep back in with my fucking jester uniform on. Like, "Oh, my bad, bitch. Like, let me go back to the car and get my big red nose and paint my face white before I come back in here. I'm so sorry. Are you not entertained?"
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to be entertained?
This is just, if I don't want to come in here and say nothing is wrong with me, because you're right, White. They don't, even if it's in a work sense, friend sense, however, they make a big distinction that you're not being bubbly or you're not being yourself, but they treat it as if it's like disrespectful or something. And you're not doing anything of the sort. You're usually never doing anything of the sort, but it's just like, because I'm not on 10, or because I'm not this and I'm not performing, or I don't feel like I don't have the energy, it's like a big gap. And like you said, for somebody who has set the bar low for themselves, or somebody who may not go above and beyond, and don't have that natural expectation from others, they're allowed to just kind of stay in that realm, and they're never like the first go-to for like demands or stuff that you need. And when you're good at something, you become the go-to guy. Let me tell you why. I'm not gonna tell none of the girlies, because ain't nobody about to stalk my motherfucking friend, but the organization of what you work for is like being in the military. And the girls, like, when you're good at your job, they like want to reward you with more work, like with more responsibility. Like, you're so great, do more. Like, you're so great, push these, like, you're so amazing, let's give you more responsibilities. Like, let's put more on your plate, let's demand more for you. Even if it's not official responsibilities, you might be the go-to person if they need help, or, you know what I'm saying, the first person that comes to mind when they're thinking of something, because of the way you help. And it's just naturally who you are. But it is still a job, and it still requires energy and patience and a lot of things that if you don't just feel like digging deep for, shouldn't be made this big thing. But it's like, it's such a, I feel your plight. It's so weird when I'm gonna just cut. It gives very main character energy, and sometimes the girls just want to sit back in the background and be a flower on the wall. Girl, I have no dialogue.
Want to be supporting cast at best.
Can I just hold your hand when you go up the stairs to get the trophy, mama? Because I don't even want it this time. I have no speech prepared. I don't even have it in me. Please, thank you.
Yes, girl. I'm just tired. I know that now is not the time for a break, though. So it's definitely not happening. It's kind of just the thing that plagues our society and this generation is the overwhelming amount of work that we're gonna have to put in. They then pushed back the retirement age to 70 years old now. So,
I did
and
not know that.
yup.
That's crazy.
And they're
That's
definitely
suspicious.
saying that we're not going to have Social Security by the time we get old enough to take any of the benefits from it. So it's
I did
just
hear
like,
that.
and they're not going to relieve any of the student debt that they promised will help us get these high paying jobs that nobody seems to have. It's just like, geez, I am a girl that would, throw up the deuces too. Like I don't have no loyalty to any of these companies. So I'm very much sisterhood of the traveling pants over here. Is giving very much kangaroo jack. Cause I will hop, a bounce a biggity bounce it. But I try to stay loyal to
Right
these
on.
jobs though, and I always give my all when I'm there. It's not like I'll be ready and expecting to leave. I will always seek advancement and promotion. I feel like I put in enough time to earn respect, and it's just like when you put all this work in and you're just stuck in a single position at base level, first of all, you can't afford to live like that. Like, especially out here in LA. In LA, you can't afford to, and I make a decent amount. Like, my job pays more than the minimum wage for starting wages. And, I don't make minimum wage, but even though it's still not enough. And I'm not trying to be greedy, but the girls really don't have enough money. You can't rub two pennies together to even do anything these days. The girls can barely afford to buy this non-branded water that I am drinking. I I do have some like, things that I will splurge on. Every now and then Beyonce will get some of my paycheck. But that's just how it goes. Like that's to be expected. I think anybody has at least one thing that they'll spend a little bit of money on every now and then.
And before you bitches try to read my friend, that is HR policy because here at our good company, we provide and we want our employees to dabble in mental health. So that falls under the miscellaneous mental health budget. Absolutely. Because you need to be happy. And if you seek happiness from some source that costs a little bit of currency, girl, we're going to ask you to do that. If that's what keeps the girls here and clocking in, you're a damn skippy. Come in your merch. Come with your vinyls. Come with whatever you need. Okay.
And the girls will show their little appreciation and give you little trophies. Or the girls love to have a pizza party or something to that effect. But it's just like, girl, at the end of the day, we don't want pizza. We don't want trophies. We want money. We want more money. We need more money.
The recipe to your mom's peach
You
cobbler,
never wanted the
bitch.
recipe to your mom's peach cobbler, actually. And
Yeah.
these companies always will come out with Forbes 500 end of the year results, record high this year. Sales was at record levels. And it's like, well, where's our piece of that American pie at? Like, we're the ones that are making these companies billions and billions and billions of dollars every year. Yet we are making pennies on the dime. And the girls just don't seem to have any type of unity or community to really acknowledge this as a whole. It's like there are unions out there in place. Definitely join a union. I would 100% tell the girls if you have a union, then you should join it. Absolutely, get your benefits, girl. But I mean, overall, as a country, in the words of my good sis Beyonce, this American requiem is just it needs to be buried, baby, because these like old ideas, as she says, are very ancient. They was written upon a manuscript text. The girls was very much giving quills back in the day when they wrote this. And it shows because what are we doing, people? Like, we are not our parents. We can't afford to work at, a Walmart or a factory or, SCVS or whatever it may be, and be able to buy a house, a car, support 2, 3 kids. Like, how did our parents do this with the money they was making? Like, we are making record high money. They love to tell us that. But then you go to the store, and what does a bag of chips even cost? $3, $4? What are eggs now? $6, $7? Like, and they was, girl, I could just go on. I'm not gonna even continue. I could keep going on.
You know, I be at the grocery store. Inflation. The thing is I feel like, and if the math girlies want to come in here and debate with me, girl, you can get your athlete ass on in these comments like the rest of the girly pops. I think that I feel like we're not making enough money to keep up with the rate of inflation. Like, I don't think it's going far enough. Like, people are making more money, but the cost of living is higher. And I never even truly understood cost of living again until I was in the military, live in different places, because we got a BAH. This is a basic allowance for housing, and that is based off of where you live. So I don't know who, I don't know what tooth fairy goes around and prices everything to say which block costs what, but when I was in Boston, and this was, I have to do the math. I'll find it so you can add them in here so I can see if it's crazy. I was in Boston like 2014 maybe, and we were getting about maybe $1,900. At the time, Boston was the second highest place to live. I think it was New York, Boston, San Francisco. It changes. California is high. New York is always high. Boston is high. Miami is high. But I just feel like when I got that $1,800, friend, $1,900 when I was in Boston, I'm a Georgia girl, okay? So I'm thinking $1,900 in Georgia back in 2014, baby. I feel like I'm moving on up. I'm living in the big house. This shit was given like 700 square feet. So
They
and I don't even know what the fuck 700 square feet
Not America's
like.
finest. Please.
Come on. Babe,
Please.
listen.
Not they put y'all in these little 700 square feet. Please, friend.
Please. I'm looking at the blueprints like, okay, size, the scale, this is little as fuck. I'm like, what? I'm like, how? And they're wanting 1,700, 1,800, which is the first time I realized that, like, money don't spend the same everywhere. And now, and this is before we were in an inflation. This is just the cost of living in Boston at the time. We're in inflation now. We've hit a recession to an inflation, to a recession to an inflation again. Like, the value of the dollar has gone down. I don't even know what the fuck cryptocurrency is doing to the value of the dollar. It's really, truly crazy. And then to live in America where you have, YouTube stars, and honey, let me knock on all my wood because that's going to be us, and I'm claiming that abundance for us, friend. But you have these YouTube stars and TikTok stars that are like making money. You have sports players, NFL contracts, NBA contracts, making crazy money. And I don't want the girls to come find me, friend, but this is why some people have the belief that, like, there shouldn't be like millionaires, billionaires type shit, like people with a certain cap of money, just because of the way it stretches the poverty line and how much it displaces us. And because right now we're in a time where technology, and we're so technology influenced, people lie on social media and people lie about a lot of things, and it's made to look like everybody's wealthy and everybody's doing good, when in actuality, like, a lot of us are drowning, a lot of us are struggling, a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's nothing wrong with us. A lot of us are in debt, student debt, things of that sort. So, but there's this expectation again, why, like, when you go to work somewhere and you're a chipper girl, there's this expectation nowadays that we're making more money, so we should have more. But I just think that I need all the girls. I need the anime girls, the cartoon girls, the science girls, every girl who went to a movie that was written off of a book that said, actually, that's incorrect, cause I need you bitches to band together and put the numbers together for what we're making in life and what shit is costing. Because I feel like they're saying we should have more money and we're doing more, but I feel like if the numbers, what's the algorithm, baby? I want to poll the jury, actually. Yeah, all
the
12
girls that are in the TikTok comments, because the girls in the TikTok comments know everything.
Y'all know everything.
Y'all where y'all all
everything.
that.
So Jimmy Neutron, Bill Nye, brain blast y'all asses together and run the fucking numbers, okay? And then get back to me because something in the water ain't clean, and the girls are lying. They're
Oh
lying.
man. Oh man. Yeah, this definitely is. It's just something's not right, and they say that we are not in a pandemic no more, but yet it's still COVID case. It's not funny, y'all.
Because
I'm
I've heard
gagged.
that,
I'm
and
just
so
gagged at everything
let me
that's
get my
going
pusher off.
on.
Who said that?
Right.
Who said that?
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
And they love to say that everything's just peachy, but like it's just wars going on like all across the world and just literal chaos. The world is literally throwing fists at people with these hurricanes and this all this kind of weather that is just taking people out left and right. Um, that's enough to be stressed out about, but we have to worry from day to day about literally surviving. Like it's crazy.
Literal.
Who was the first person that came up with that? That we need to start
Surviving?
really
Bills.
like making it equate, making them synonymous with one another. Who did that?
You the same finger from TMZ. On y'all motherfucking asses episode. You greasy fucking dirty neck bitches. Same finger last week for TMZ. When we find, let me tell you what
What
we're
I'm
going to
gonna
do
do when I find
when we find you.
When I catch you, so help me God, I'm going to give you 4.5 years worth of shit that you've been giving me, bitch. I promise you, when I catch you, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to punch you in your mouth, your throat, and your solar plex. Then I'm going to throw you on the ground and commence to stomping your face into the cement. Be prepared.
Yeah. Because no, not to be funny, but to be absolutely hilarious. Argue with yourself. I'm over here trying to fucking roundhouse kick the girls who fought for the girly pops equality to go to work, babe. Because I'm like, well, y'all standing up to go to work for what?
No,
Y'all
you
standing up
didn't.
to go to work for what, bitch?
Okay,
I'll be back in the
honey.
kitchen, babe. I'll be back in the kitchen. Like the fuck, this is a hard day's work. And I don't know if y'all know I'm a HR hottie. Cleo does not do labor. We do not do laborious work. We don't even go into Dexter's laboratory, baby. Like that's how far that I'm not seeing any of that. So
Yeah, I
why
feel
I
you.
don't know why they think we're just the survival rate. Why we're not all out here just being hippies, living off the earth,
That's what I'm
making
saying.
being creative. I feel like it was some white man. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like some white man came.
The
I
girl
do.
said what the girl, what all the other girls wanted to say. Somebody had
The
to
root
stand
of
on
my
business.
problems can be traced back. The root of a lot of my problems can be traced back to a white man. So yeah, you know.
That sounds about right. But
Don't come get me because I know how you girls like to tussle, baby.
right. We just playing. Nah, but girl, I don't know who to blame. I don't know who to throw hands at.
I don't know,
I don't know who to slap next, as Krishan said. Like,
I don't know who to
this
slap.
too much, girl. And I feel even more sorry for the girls that don't even know like what their purpose is out here, because I'm at least blessed enough to know like the path that I am going in and the purpose that I feel like that God ultimately has for me. I feel like I am somewhat aligned with it. And still, getting closer every day. God is definitely still working on me. But
Closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. Hey, I'm almost there. I feel that. And let me tell you something. You are absolutely correct. I think if you do not have a purpose, and sometimes for me, and maybe I don't know if this is for everyone, sometimes purpose and creativity go hand in hand. Like I just feel like for myself, I'm the most creative when it is around my purpose or when it's around things that I'm very passionate about. And unfortunately, as we all know, that they put us on this ghetto ass rock and had the nerve to stick their hands out and ask for something back, like we asked to be here. But a lot of us cannot just have our purpose, our passion, our commitment, and everything be the same thing that put food on the table. It's not like that. But we want to find a place where we can turn our purpose into profit, right? And for myself, white has always been a very tech savvy girl. I was a tech savvy mamacita back in the day, and then I just kind of fell off. I feel like your auntie that don't know how to work nothing. I was like, I was late to Facebook, friend. I was late to everything. Like, I was late to Facebook. I was late to MySpace. I was late to Facebook. I was late to Twitter. I was late to Instagram because I was like holding on. I was like that lady in the bunker, like, oh, everybody's gonna come back. Like, no, nobody was coming back, girl. They was going on about where they were going. So it's just like now with technology being where it is, you can't not use it. Use it to your benefit. White has taught me a lot and was a lot of the main reason and motivation behind taking my passion and my purpose and leading it somewhere that has the potential to make profit. Because I'm going to be doing my passion anyways, or I'm going to be thinking about it. I'm going to be desiring to do it. And you can't help but to see the internet. You can't help but to see Beyonce's internet. Okay.
Gotcha.
So you have to. So we are struggling. You are struggling. We're not alone. We are very kumbaya. I want you girls to feel like back in elementary school. I don't know if y'all had this white. Did y'all have the big old rainbow thing that you
Yes.
lift up and
Everybody,
everybody would run under?
I think
Okay,
every
touch that little
child
bit of
experience.
nostalgia because you were so excited. And let me tell you, when you was under that little thing as it was coming down, like you were just like, wow, like this is great. Like, look at all these kindred spirits and everybody's having fun. Like, I need y'all to just come in right now and know that we all are struggling, baby. We are all
We're
having a
all on the
hard
struggle
time.
bus
Struggle bus
together.
shouty together.
And
I'm
also,
gonna touch your hand when I say this. You are not alone. I implore you. It would, let me tell you what the Navy used to tell us. It would behoove you, which means it would be smart for you. It would be the best thing for you to do. Find your purpose. Find your purpose. Try to turn it into profit, but find it first because we have to hold on to whatever little piece of sanity that we can. We have to
Yes,
take
indeed.
time, like the girls say, to smell the roses, take time to give people their flowers. Like, find what it is that excites you, what moves you, what speaks to you. Even if you've never tried it before, it don't matter. You can try. It don't hurt. It don't hurt nobody to try. Okay? It do not matter how old you are. It don't matter where you at in life. Listen, your space is your space and your pace is your pace, okay, baby? And ain't nobody meant with them legs but you. If that was the case, we'd be able to jump into each other's bodies and do shit, but we can't because we are ordained to do what we want to do. Find your purpose, friends. Okay. I want to see us flourish. I want to see us happy. I want to see all you girly pops when we decide to take the company retreat trip to Bali. Then I'm up there working very hard for with the big wigs on the 24th floor right now. I can't do that if you are not leading your purpose. Okay. I cannot fight for mental health retreats to Bali if you girls are not coming in and clocking in every day to do the work for yourself. Okay. Work for you so I can work for us. Okay. Okay. That's an admin girl's prayer. Amen. Amen to the corporate Lord.
Amen. Yes, girl. I really do appreciate the podcast. Like I told y'all are like my reason for caring about even doing stuff sometimes. I just don't even feel like getting up at all. But I'm like, we gotta keep doing the podcast. And like I really appreciate y'all for interacting the way that y'all do. And I encourage y'all to continue to interact with us. Like comment, talk to us because I love y'all and I wanna continue to engage and just receive and give love back to all of y'all. because this is the
Definitely.
reason, like for real, that made me even want to talk about this today. I can just see that we are finding more of people like us. Like the more that we are continuing to be authentic, and I just want to just really, y'all can't never say I never showed y'all the real me, because we just always try to be real with y'all. So yes,
Do.
definitely, you know, put yourselves out there. Don't be scared of being judged or what could go wrong, because the way I see it, as someone who has been in a pessimistic mood lately, there's always something that can go wrong no matter what. And
Someone once told you the grass was much
much
greener.
greener on the
Um,
other. Come on, Macy
Let me tell y'all
Gray.
something. White can attest, and let me be that person for you, because maybe some of y'all don't have a person. So Diane is more than willing. Okay, I done reached my fine auntie age, baby. And if them little motherfuckers start fucking with you, cause what you trying to do, come get auntie. Auntie will handle them. And auntie is also here to remind you that we have always been categorically forever and never gonna change that girl. It's never, it's that you are it. You're a custom made, mint condition, limited edition, 101. So it don't matter if the girls want to step like you, dress like you, look like you, talk like you, walk like you. It's one of you. And only you can do the things that you were destined to do. And if you feel like you ain't got a supportive group, you ain't got a supportive friend, girl, you come back over here. So Auntie Diane can let you know that we've been there. And also for our tribe that's finding us, we love y'all. Like White said, we love that y'all are interacting with us. We want more. We want more. I'm so greedy for y'all. I'm so Oliver Twist. More, please.
May
For
I
y'all.
have some more?
More, please. Like, I'm telling you, the more HR hotties I have, the more company perks. We're trying to get a company
Come
car
on, the
now,
girls
girlie.
love benefits
We just
now.
fired
We love a benefit.
the person that does that.
You
but
all
now
want to be
you have been
elite
promoted.
employees.
You are now one of
Elite
my
fucking
elite
employees
You've
over
been
here.
promoted.
Because Diane fights for them promotions, baby. They fight for promotions. So I want to celebrate your wins and I want to support your losses, okay? You could come spend the block over here anytime. We like church. Come as you are. You ain't got to fake the funk over here. If today ain't the day, it ain't the day. We ain't going to force you. And if you want to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Come on. We love y'all.
We do. Big love.
Big love. Mwah. Big love. Yeah, of course.
Yes, y'all. But that was a great conversation. I feel like I got all that off my chest.
I
And
love
I got
that.
all that weight off of my very small, petite, tiny
Very small.
back.
Your small back.
I mean, a mountain into a molehill, but not even really the reverse for you because you have such a small. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Literally, it was smaller, like, and it's gone.
Please. All right, y'all. Well, we'll talk to y'all again next week. Y'all comment, like, subscribe, and don't forget to go to our Patreon for more exclusive content. Oh, and last but not least, go to our TikTok shop and get your merch, because there's always merch. Love for all of our people that are purchasing our merch. Thank you so much, merch.
Thank you so much, merch. And like I always say, even though we had a whole lot of this today, I'm going to say it again. Like the quiet storm, baby. You are loved. You are brilliant. You are beautiful. You are purposeful. You are designed organically the way you were meant to be. You are supposed to be here. You are supported and you are cared for. And we want to see you next week. And in order to see you, you have to be here. Okay. And like I said, we still on this roller coaster ride, baby. Just look back. Look back on this. When you taking that dip on that roller coaster and you thinking by yourself, look back and see me holding my pearls,
Dang.
clutching for my life. Okay. And I might not be having a good time, but I'm with you. And that's what matters.
No bars,
Big bars.
y'all. We out of here. We'll see y'all next week. All right.